dealing with some of the takeaways and impacts from the topics we've discussed, what are your stance on some of the impacts that are going to be made from some of these topics?
Well, certainly the role of nursing has been pretty clearly outlined from all of the speakers, and how important it is when we're designing solutions or we're figuring out how to improve workflow that we include nursing. And as a nurse and a designer of solutions from the Cerner side, I totally understand that, because that's kind of what I've been in, and certainly working from the hospital standpoint of making sure that those individuals are involved early on is going to continue to be paramount to the success of any systems that that impact the care of patients through nursing.
Okay. Well, being part of the clinical staff, what is your stance on involving that clinical staff early on in the implementation of technology or designing projects?
Yeah, again, there aren't many people that can take the perspective of the patient as nurses can. And so because patients who come into the hospital require 24-hour nursing care, nurses to me are in the best place to be able to assess any technology changes and how they will impact the patient. So bring nurses on early and keep them on throughout the process as well as in the evaluation.
Well, that's very good. So with some of the issues that we've been discussing today, and the pathways that we're taking, where do you see technology going in the next 3 to 5 years? Where would you like it to go?
Well, there's no doubt that the patient, we've all talked about patient-centered care, but I don't think we've really seen what's going to happen as the changes in healthcare start occurring with more of population health. So the technology is going to have to evolve around really making sure that the patient is even more so the center, and that electronic records and data that we're collecting is about the patient, not about even the hospital anymore. So designing solutions that are intended to be in the acute care phases of a patient's illness or in their home because they've got chronic illnesses will continue to challenge us, and that's what I believe where we need to go, to focus on that aspect and how do we develop the technologies required to keep patients out of the hospital and keep them healthy.